Hi guys. It has been a really long time since I filmed any YouTube videos. The quarantines, I don't know. It's been extremely uninspiring for me, and I haven't really been wearing a lot of makeup, obviously, with the whole mask thing going on. So, like, I think for today's video, I'm not even gonna put like anything on like my whole face because I really don't anymore since the mask covers like so much of it. But I still think it's really fun to put on eyeshadow sometimes, like if you're motivated enough. Oh, and I still have the kittens, so if you hear them meowing, that's them. Actually, I'm gonna go get one and bring it back and show it to you guys really quick. They're really cute. They're like the literal high point of my everyday life right now since we're not doing anything. They're such joy. I'm back, and I got a kitten. He's kind of wiggly. They're getting pretty big now, but they were very tiny when I found them. This one's Apollo. They're floppy. I can't ever tell if they're trying to get away, if they're trying to grab onto me, but look at this big, majestic beast. Sometimes when I'm being a goofball, I call him Colby Jack, because he looks like Colby Jack cheese to me. He doesn't want to be in my camera, but this isn't torture, I promise. He's flippy floppy and cuddly like a ferret. I'm gonna put him down now. But you guys, you had to see him. Anywho. Also, Thor is meowing in the basement because I locked him down there because he's mad. He's trying to beat up Athena, I don't know why. Probably because we have a bunch of cats in this house and they get bored so they harass each other. But, anywho's. Cat party up in this house. But again, since we're not going anywhere, it's kind of like, why not hang out with the cats? May as well have a bunch of cats to hang out with, so whatever. Call me the crazy cat lady. Or if you don't like the C word, just use cat lady. But for today's makeup video, I was gonna do a shop my stash since, I don't know, I've actually gotten like tons of new makeup since I was last filming videos regularly. And last time I was filming videos, I had just started collecting like the Juvia's Place palettes, and now I have almost all of them because I had a big sale and I bought a bunch, and they're just hands down my favorite. So I'm going to be using what I have for a while because it's awesome. So today I'm going to use the Saharan Blush Volume 1, and like, I know it says it's a blush palette, and it is a blush palette for someone who is very much more tan than me. But look how pretty these colors were. Look at them are. I was like, I know that's blush for someone, but for me, I'm using this as eyeshadow. Like, their eyeshadows are so incredibly pigmented that I just knew that their blush would be pigmented enough for eyeshadow, and it totally is. And I think that right now, this is like the most inspiring, like, go-to kind of late fall, or late summer, early fall vibes for me. Because it's like gold, it's glitterier, smoother. This is like a reddy brown matte, just straight matte. This Zane is like a neon magenta pink. It's beautiful. It's also a matte, and this orange one is so good. And this Abby is actually, it looks like a chocolate brown kind of in the pan, but it's actually, when you feather it out, like a very warm dark purple. And that to me is like so Halloween, like the warm dark purple with the orange and the gold and like the red, like, oh, so fall. And then of course you have like your bright pink, like if you want to do something like really fun and crazy. And these two golds look good with all of them. And yeah, and I also got from their sale this like loose highlighter. And I don't really wear a lot of highlight all over my face because, again, like, I don't wear a lot of face makeup, and like, you can see the natural shine of my oils, like, whatever. But I'm not gonna, like, go ahead and, like, accentuate that more with glitter. But I've been using this loose highlighter for, like, an inner corner highlight. And, like, you know, like, little highlights on my face, like, maybe sometimes on my lip or whatever. And this is, like, really pretty. But, yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna use today because this Color Story, like, even if you can't wear it as blush, this Color Story is so good for everyday eyeshadow if you're a moody fall, like, witchy type, because it's like, I don't really wear a lot of neutrals, so I guess this is like what the closest I would come to like a neutral palette. Pink and orange and dark purple and reddish brown, so. I think to start, I'm going to use my Milk eye pencil and do some primer, so I'll be right back when I find it. I did my first eye off camera because I don't want this video to be a million hours long. And some of you probably already know how to do this part. But yeah, I'm just scribbly wibbling it all over my eyelid. I kind of like dab it on, just so there's more there for me to dab out with my finger. It doesn't have to be super perfect on the edges. No, it's more about getting it on there. Because I'm going to use some pretty dark colors, so, you know, like, those eyeshadow colors would show up on my skin without the primer. So I don't feel like I have to take the primer very high up or anything. Since, you know, by the time we're getting that far, we'll be trying to blend the colors out anyway. But yeah, so that's the primer, right? Just right on the lid and like stopping right when it gets to the crease. Just because I don't want too much stuff to like build up in my crease and then get all like wrinkly later. Just kind of keep it kind of empty, so don't put any primer there. Next I'm gonna get my eyeshadow, but I need to grab a brush. I'm so disorganized, you guys. I grabbed my E121 brush from Shop Miss A. I had to tape it back together because after I wash my brushes, I'll like stick them back in the cup when they're still wet, and I guess the water like drips down in here and the glue came apart, so I taped it back together. So yeah, dry your brushes flat so that doesn't happen to you. But I'm gonna take this Neo, the Ready Brown, and put that like mostly in my crease but coming down onto my eyelid. But I'll probably leave a little bit of my eyelid empty. But yeah, take a pretty good amount. I don't usually tap off any extra when I'm doing my eyeshadow, just because I like kind of dab it on and then blend it out. Like I'm not usually looking for less pigment, I'm usually looking for more. But yeah, I'm gonna go mostly in my crease and then kind of pull it onto my eyelid and then like feather it out a little bit. I'm gonna try and get that like top edge as blended as possible, but I'm also like not gonna stress about it because I'll probably come back with a white shade later and like just buff it out into my skin. Yeah, I guess I am gonna take this down all over the whole lid. It's really pretty. And I'm probably gonna put one of the gold shimmers on my lid, so I think it will be nice to see like the Ready Brown peeking through. Like, I'm sure this is a beautiful blush. And someone with brown skin. Because it's a beautiful color on my pale, pale raw chicken eyelid. I'm gonna take it down a little bit. I'm not gonna add any more to this brush because this is pretty pigmented. And just like bring it around that corner. I'm probably gonna do a cat eye winged liner right there, so I want some eyeshadow for it to be on top of. And then I'll just go back and forth across the bottom. I didn't put any primer on the bottom, which is part of the reason why it's so light. Just because, I don't know, I'm all about simplicity these days. And again, these eyeshadows are really pigmented, so I think, you know, just to avoid product buildup under your eye, it's probably fine without it. I really want them to come out with another blush palette for deep skin tones because I think the like semi-translucent formula is just really great for eyeshadow for me. So yeah, there we go. I went all the way around my eye. So now you have a nice pinky red, very fall leaves base. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and come back. Yee, I did it! Both eyes. Now I'm gonna take my Shop Miss A, I don't know what color finishing powder it is because the sticker came off the bottom, but I think it's like porcelain or beige or one of the really light ones, and just grab a bunch of that on my brush and go around the edges. I really like using the finishing powder for this because it's like skin colored and it's $1. And I can get it in a bunch of different shades, so like, you know, if I was blending out a brown eyeshadow, I might have just used like a more golden shade, but this one was the whitest, so I felt like it would blend the pink out good. Look at that. I'm actually gonna get more. But yeah, I don't really do any kind of like baking or face powdering unless I really have to. And usually if I have to, it's because I'm trying to like color correct my foundation or something. But these Shop Missy Press Finishing Powders are absolutely great for like blending out your eyeshadow, because look at that one next to that one. So yeah, I'm gonna go blend the other eye out off camera and I'll be back. Next, I've got the E122 from Shop Missy. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. God, that was terrible. Oh, oh. Anywho, I'm gonna take this little brush, this little E122 from Shop Missy, and I'm gonna take. I'm actually gonna take the shimmery one over here, Lila, the less sparkly one. Just because I feel like it's a really pretty, like, muted, coolie brown shimmer. And I'm just going to put it on, like, the very end of the brush because I don't want it to go all over the place. Can you hear stuff falling? That's me knocking other brushes on the floor that I'm going to probably need in, like, 10 minutes. But I'm going to focus this right on the bottom by my lash line of my eyelid. Oh yeah, look at it. Look at it with the red. It's like rose gold's darker, more sophisticated sister. I'm just gonna do that on the whole lid. Gonna blend it out. Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit of a glowy sunset look. I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and I'll be back. Ta-da! Look at it. Shimmering pink and gold for sunset. The next phase in this plan is eyeliner, and I don't have enough confidence to do that on camera, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to use just so you know. The first one is going to be for my waterline and my under eye. It's going to be the LA Girl Perfect Precision Eyeliner, just in brown, because brown is a great fall color. And I don't care what anyone says, brown eyeliner is excellent. Also, because I'm really pale, like, you know, I mean, obviously, if you're darker than me, you might need black eyeliner, but when you're as pale as I am, brown eyeliner is great. And I have the Essence eyeliner pen. I kind of like this one, even though it's, like, not great, because it's this big, fat felt tip, and I feel like this helps me because, like, sometimes I have really steady hands, but sometimes I really don't. And there's no telling what kind of day it's going to be until you get there. But I'm going to do my brown eyeliner off camera, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. But I'm going to do a little wing, and I'm going to do this for the other eye. Ta-da! So I added the eyeliner. I got a nice big wing on today. And I did the underneath part. And one thing I did is that, like, I didn't carry the brown all the way over. I just did, like, the outer 2/3 and then kind of stopped. And then on the top wing, I just do the outer third. And then I leave the inner 2/3 empty. I feel like it makes my eyelids look bigger and my eyes look more elongated. Because I feel like I have, like, really round, like, bubbly little eyes. So if I put the eyeliner all the way... It's just my kittens knocking stuff over. If I put my eyeliner all the way across the top, it, like, boxes in my eyes. But I also went ahead and put on lipstick. And for lipstick, I used Abstract Orange from Revlon. I like this one. Classic metallic red, not for everyone. I actually think this look came out kind of grungy, like a grunge fall red maroon vibes, but I'm actually back for the finishing touches. First of which is going to be the highlighter. I'm just going to do like the inner corner of my eye. I'm going to use this teeny little tiny brush, the F16 from Shop Missy. And this loose highlighter, it's got like a little shifter. I'm just going to pick up a little bit. Set it down so you don't drop it. I'm just going to go and do, damn, wow, look at that. Look how bright he is. The inner corners. I like to do the inner corner highlight after I do my eyeliner. I don't know why. I think it's because I don't normally bring the eyeliner all the way over to my inner eye. I leave all that blank for the highlighter, so I don't have to worry about it cutting into my eyeliner because there's none there. Look at that. Pew! Just that last little detail. Guess I'll hurry up and do the other eye. I think I'm also going to throw on like just a quick, it's hard. I'm like fighting with this highlighter off camera because I picked up this huge blob and I was like, what? Just kidding. I don't want that much highlighter in my eyes. But yeah, anyway. I think I'm going to add a little bit of blush next. Just because you can kind of see the top of my cheeks out of the mask sometimes, and I feel like it'll add a nice glow. But yeah, I tend to wear my blush a little bit higher anyway because I have high cheekbones. Oh no, I got highlighter on my face. I'm gonna take this fluffy brush and fluff it away. Oh shit, it's all over my face now. We'll just blend it out. We'll get some shimmery brush. I dropped another brush, but I'm gonna get my shimmery blush after that. Dang, the struggle. Let me make sure I'm done with my highlighter before I put this brush down. Make sure I go all the way around. I like to kind of really pack this on because I feel like I touch that part of my eye a lot, so a lot of it's gonna come off like before I even leave the house, if I leave the house. But yeah, look how delicious that is for an inner corner highlight. Like, I don't even have a good camera or a good ring light and you can still see it like shining. Look at it. Look at it. Just look at it. Now I'm gonna close the loose highlighter because one of my greatest fears is dumping it everywhere and then not being able to pick it up because it's like this finely milled shimmer, and then everything I have in my entire makeup collection will be shimmery for eternity. Ugh. This, I also got this blush at the Juvia's Place sale because, dude, they had a whole bunch of stuff that was like $5 each, and I was like, whoa, $35 worth of $5 items is like a lot of stuff, so like I'll just get it all. And I was so surprised. I love it. Like the highlighter, I would have never bought that if it wasn't $5, just because I don't use highlighter that much, and it looks so good. I'm glad I got it. Knocking stuff over again. I'm so glad you guys can't see like all the stuff that's like falling just out of frame all the time. But so yeah, this blush that I just got, that's great. I'm gonna use that. Serafina, it's beautiful. It's like a shimmery pinky coral, which is my favorite all the time. I don't know, it's just really pretty. And it's nice and pigmented, so like I used to use that Wet n Wild peachy shimmery blush, and this is like a better version of that. Like the shimmer is finer, it's not glitter. It's more like highlighty, and it's like very warm coral. I don't know, I'm just gonna use it so you can see it, but it's more pigmented and it's easier to use than the Wet n Wild, obviously. But I'm gonna use my F19 brush from Shop Missy, and they advertise this as a highlighter brush, but like I don't need a highlight that big. I have a small face. I have a small head. If you see me in real life, I'm a small person, like, not short. I'm actually average height for a woman, so don't call me short, but I am very petite, like a child, like a tall child. That's what I look like. But anywho's, I'm just gonna, I don't even tap the extra off on this either. First I start around my nose though, because I feel like there's this really weird area on the sides of my nose where it doesn't tan, and I want it to like be connected like a doll, so I kind of start there. And I try to be pretty gentle even though I'm using a small brush, just because I don't want it all over my face. And especially like with the mask, it has to be in just the right spot to look cute, because if it fills all of the skin that you see above my mask, it's gonna look dumb again, because then I'm just gonna look like I'm sweating and, I don't know, melting under there. Which, I mean, I probably am, but like, you don't need to know that. I also really like that this blush has a mirror in it, which is so nice. I don't like mirrors in everything because I feel like it's pretty wasteful for packaging, but having a couple mirrors is nice. Yeah, there we go. Get those outside edges. I kind of stop like right on the highest part of my cheek. And then I really try to like blend it out, like work it in. But I don't ever want to go like super crazy flipping the brush everywhere, because it just looks the best, I think, when it's focused in one area. You know, where your blush is where it's supposed to be. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. The nose itches, I'm worried I'm going to sneeze again. I think that's the finished look. I'll bring you guys back and show you the look maybe in the sunlight or something so you can see it better. But yeah, I think we're done. We'll just get some closing shots. Yay! Hey! I actually decided to bring you guys outside so you could see it in this natural sunlight. Look at how scally I am. It's probably because the sun is in my eyes. But yeah, I really like the colors. Very cute. I can't show you my driveway. It's so ugly. I need a new driveway. But yeah, get my makeup.